Welcome back. Ukraine has a long tradition of powerful natural remedies for men, passed down through generations of strong Ukrainian men who knew exactly what their bodies needed. Today, I'm sharing one of those recipes with you. Watch until the very end, because the final ingredient is the one that makes everything else work twice as hard. To start, take a medium-sized raw beetroot and cut it in half. Take half a beet and peel it completely. In Ukraine, beet has been the cornerstone of male health for centuries. Ukrainian men consumed it daily in various forms, knowing it gave them strength, endurance, and vitality. And now we know exactly why. Beet is the most powerful natural source of dietary nitrates on the planet, converting directly into nitric oxide in your blood and expanding your vessels for dramatically improved circulation throughout your entire body. Chop the peeled beet into small pieces. Small pieces maximize the surface area and ensure that every last bit of nitrates, betalains, and betaine are fully released during preparation. And here is what makes Ukrainian beet unique. Ukrainian beet, grown in the rich black soil of the country, contains significantly higher concentrations of nitrates and antioxidants compared to beet grown in other regions. Transfer all the beet pieces into the blender. The foundation is in place. Next, ginger. In Ukrainian traditional medicine, ginger was considered exotic and precious. Cut off a good piece of fresh ginger. Peel the ginger completely. And while you are peeling, let me tell you why ginger became such a valued ingredient in Ukrainian male health traditions. Ukrainian Cossacks, known throughout history as some of the toughest and most powerful warriors in the world, consumed ginger as part of their daily diet to maintain their extraordinary strength and stamina in battle. They understood instinctively that this root gave them something no other food could. And by the way, drop a comment below and tell me where you are watching from and how old you are. I want to meet every man in this community. Chop the peeled ginger into small pieces. The smaller you cut it, the more gingerol and shogal are released, and the more potent your drink becomes. And here is what makes fresh ginger so irreplaceable for men specifically. It is one of the only natural ingredients that simultaneously raises testosterone, reduces cortisol, and fights chronic inflammation all at the same time. Three completely different hormonal and circulatory mechanisms triggered by one single root. For men over 50, this combination of effects is not just beneficial, it is absolutely essential for maintaining the strength and vitality you deserve. Next, take half a red onion and chop it into small pieces. Red onion has been a staple of Ukrainian cuisine and traditional medicine for centuries, and Ukrainian grandmothers always insisted that men eat raw onion every day. They had no scientific explanation for it. They simply observed generation after generation that the men who eat raw onion regularly stayed stronger, more energetic, and more vital well into old age. And now we know exactly why. Red onion contains quercetin, the most clinically studied natural testosterone booster in modern science, that directly activates your testosterone-producing cells, blocks the enzyme that converts testosterone into estrogen, and reduces chronic inflammation in the reproductive system all at the same time. Ukrainian grandmothers were right all along. Add the red onion into the blender with the rest. Now add 5 cloves directly into the blender. Cloves were one of the most prized spices in Ukrainian apothecary medicine and were used specifically in formulas for male strength and vitality. They contain eugenol, a compound that directly expands blood vessels, dramatically improves circulation to the reproductive system, and acts as one of the most potent natural anti-inflammatory agents ever studied. Next, 2 garlic cloves. In Ukraine, raw garlic was never just a cooking ingredient, it was medicine. Ukrainian men consumed raw garlic every single morning as a daily ritual, understanding instinctively that it kept them strong, energized, and healthy. Peel both garlic cloves completely. Garlic contains allicin, the compound that simultaneously boosts testosterone, crushes cortisol, and expands blood vessels, all at the same time. And in Ukrainian traditional medicine, garlic was always consumed raw and freshly peeled, never cooked, because generations of observation taught them that raw garlic was incomparably more powerful than any cooked version. Chop the peeled garlic cloves and add them directly into the blender. Chopping breaks down the cell walls and triggers the maximum production of active allicin. The more you chop, the more allicin is released and the more potent your formula becomes. Pour 300 milliliters of water into the blender, just enough to bring all these powerful ingredients together into one concentrated liquid. Turn on the blender and watch how 5 powerful ingredients transform into one deep, rich, concentrated liquid right before your eyes. That color, that texture, that is exactly what real, natural male performance looks like. And do not go anywhere because the most important steps of this Ukrainian formula are still coming. Stay with me.
Strain everything through a fine sieve into your cup. What is flowing through that sieve right now is nitrates from beet expanding your vessels, gingerol from ginger stimulating your hormones, quercetin from red onion blocking estrogen, eugenol from cloves supercharging circulation, and allicin from garlic crushing cortisol. Press the pulp down firmly with a spoon. Squeeze out every last drop. 5 ingredients, 5 completely different mechanisms. Cut a slice of lemon. In Ukrainian tradition, healers understood that it unlocks and amplifies the power of every ingredient that came before it.
Squeeze the lemon juice directly into your drink. Limonene blocking estrogen, vitamin C boosting testosterone, and citric acid amplifying the absorption of every compound already in that cup. One squeeze, and the entire formula just became significantly more powerful. Pour the drink into your cup and just take in that aroma. Next, grab a small handful of raisins. This is the secret ingredient that makes this Ukrainian formula truly unique and significantly more powerful than anything you have tried before.
Now, chop the raisins finely with a knife. And while you are chopping, let me tell you exactly why raisins have been part of Ukrainian male health traditions for centuries. Ukrainian Cossacks carried dried raisins on long military campaigns, specifically because they knew raisins gave them sustained energy, strength, and stamina when nothing else was available. And modern science now confirms the exact biological reason why. Raisins contain boron, a rare mineral that studies show raises free testosterone levels by up to 25% in just 1 week of consistent use.
Add the chopped raisins directly into your drink, boron and arginine joining the formula. And the final ingredient, a spoonful of raw natural honey. In Ukraine, honey is sacred. Ukrainian beekeeping tradition is one of the oldest and most respected in the entire world, and raw Ukrainian honey has been used as medicine for thousands of years. Ukrainian healers always finished their male vitality formulas with honey for a very specific reason. Honey's natural enzymes activate upon contact with the other ingredients and immediately begin amplifying the absorption of every active compound in the drink. The nitrates from beet, gingerol from ginger, quercetin from onion, allicin from garlic, and arginine from raisins all become significantly more bioavailable the moment honey enters the cup. Drink this every morning on an empty stomach for 3 to 4 weeks consistently. One powerful Ukrainian glass every single morning. Your body will feel the difference within the first week. Hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong and take care.